Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marilisa and this is The Girl Meets Yarn, episode 33. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, October 12th, 2020, and it's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. And I set up my lights because it was super cloudy, and then the sun decided to come out, so I don't know. Okay, like I gave up. Like I'm wearing wool for you guys. Like that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna just do. I don't care. I'm like sweating. My little fan is in, so if you hear something, it's my fan. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, it's a little bit of white noise, so don't fall asleep while you knit in your sleep. Just saying. But before I start, I wanted to let you guys know, if you have never been here, welcome if you're new. But I am not a podcast for kids. I have like a more mature kind of language and conversation. So if you need to pause this and put your kids to sleep, or hear this later in the day when you are not with any kids, please do so, because I don't have a filter, okay, in life or in this podcast. Just saying. Putting it out there, plain and simple. So yes, if you don't follow me on Instagram, my handle is mablue_, and I'm not gonna say that it's here or here because I don't know. Okay, I always say here and it's on the other side, and then here on the side. I need to probably make a note. Okay, 1 2. Okay, this is right, this is left. So I get it for next. I will give it to you maybe next time. I will like right, left, right. Anyway, so Ravelry, this is 2 minutes in and just like, okay, let's give up. Okay, whatever. Bye people, bye. Anyway, so my Ravelry is Marilisa Lugo, again, right and left. It's gonna be somewhere here. And although I'm not very active on Ravelry, I know there's like chats and stuff. I'm like, I don't have time for that. Okay, I have now downloaded Candy Crush, and that's been like the worst thing I've ever thought of in my life. Like I already play Lumosity every day, and you guys are gonna be like, bullshit. I'm telling you, I play Lumosity every single day for my brain health, and you know it doesn't help at all because I'm always a shit show. So before or after saying that, if this podcast comes out as a shit show, I will have to say I'm so sorry in advance, because I am not recording this again. It's gonna be what it is. You're gonna be okay. You will survive. I need to make a pin that said, I survived the Girl Meets Yarn shit show. Like, who can make this for me? I need somebody to make that for me so I can profit from it. I survived the shit show. Girls Meets Yarn. Abo. Okay, you're going to start. I'm here with my slacker co-host, Mimi. She's looking at me like, seriously, you're being too loud. But anyway, welcome to my channel. Anyway, if you have not noticed, I'm not wearing my wig. My wig have been demoted, because we are not friends. Well, I use this all the time, but yeah, I decided to not wear it today, which is huge. And if you have any comments about it, bring it my way, good or bad. Anyway, so my hair started to come out after chemotherapy. I would say it started to come out right here while I was going through Taxol. And then when I finished, I did have like an all grandpa kind of hair day, which pretty much like hair right here, none here. I have like 3 hairs. So my hair started come out pretty much, I think by August. I had like a full head of hair and it was all over the place. It was seriously, we couldn't get it together. Not even after cancer, okay? My hair was all different shades. You have no idea, okay? I had like black in the back, white, like I had like those old headphones kind of thing. So it was like all over here, white. It was white, okay? It was white. And then here it was salt and pepper. So it was like really salt and pepper. And I was like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't think I am this. I need to do something with my hair. So I decided to go and get it just dyed. So I messaged my girl who had been doing my hair since I moved here, and I was just like, well, no, I want to go white. And she was like, well, you should not go white and all that. So I was just like, okay, just let's go and do brown, you know, because I had my hair brown, long. It was beautiful hair. I've been doing my hair since I'm 15, and I was itching to go and get my hairstyle. So I did my hair brown, and I was just like, I don't know if I like this hair. I didn't like it at all. I did like it. I just didn't feel like it was me anymore. So like I said, I've been doing my hair since I'm 15. Losing my hair was kind of like a little break that I think I needed it, because I've been styling my hair since I'm pretty much 18. So I started dyeing my hair when I was 15, and I was starting to style it when I was 18, and that was fun. But it got very tiring, and when you have to blow dry your hair, it's a lot, okay? You're like, do I really seriously need to wash my hair? I'll probably put a little bit more dry shampoo, and then you're complaining that you have to use like 4 times or wash your hair 4 times just because you have so much gunk on your hair. Anyway, so that was something. It was a nice break. Now I got it brown back. When I got my hair back and I got it brown, it was not like myself. I didn't feel like it would suit me anymore, and I was using again my trusty wig. This wig is $20. I think it was $23, $24. I have washed it and it's perfect. I have not styled it. It came in style like that. I think I blow dried it and just like relax the curls just a little bit more, because you can do that with your wigs even though they're plastic. And I took my wig to my hairstylist, and I was just like, I wanted this hair. She spot on did it the same color, but after a couple of washes, it's just like a mind of its own. Is another color now, okay, just saying. And I love it. I love it. Okay, let me I'll be back, because this is like, this situation is giving me stress. And that's my hair story. Yes, getting that checked out. Hair story, I don't even have it down, just saying. So before we start, as a reminder, I always have in the description box below, I have all the links that I talked about. I have not done any kind of like yarn links, but if I think it's needed, I will. I have also timestamps down in the description below, and you just click into whatever you want to jump in. I always do an update, which I already did, kind of, in a way. And then if you want to move to FOs, whips, and sewing, just go and click on those. I not gonna be offended if you do. And yes, let's get started. Before we start, I have my beautiful sweater. Is a handmade. Is the Tegna by designer who I don't care anymore, so you figured it out. If you don't know who it is, I'm sorry. Okay, just saying. I only know that she suddenly, when she got in trouble, right, with people, decided to say that she doesn't have any signal. So after that, I've just like lost any respect. So I'm not gonna talk about her here, although we are very forgiving people in this podcast. But anyway, just saying. Okay. Earrings. My mom gave me these earrings. She bought them for me, and I am wearing this for you, Mom, because she loves, she's so extra. I'm extra, okay, but she is extra. She's extra, okay, very extra. These are a gift, and I used them last time, and I forgot to tell you guys who they were. They're from Clinton Cashmere, and they don't want to even move. Like, come on, we're here on the podcast. You need to, there you go. So there are a group of 5, and I'm using 3 today. I'm using Pearl Knit in Love, and this is was a gift by Cindy, and she has surprised me. She surprised me, and I was like, oh my god. So these are available in Clinton Cashmere website, and you can get the crazy colors, and you can get all white, and I think it's all black, something like that. But I love them. My nails, I have palette polish, and I have artichoke colorway. I wanted something kind of really, I don't know, fall-y, and I love this color. This kind of like, I don't know, moody kind of green. And then on my lips, I have the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. Hold on, hold on, I have issues. Okay, so yeah, Superstay Matte Ink in the color Seductress. I know that color for sure. And I think this for my skin color, it's really nice. It's just have like a little darker than a nude, if we can say that. But it's really nice. The only thing that I don't like about this lipsticks, where are you going? Kill me. She is probably gonna pee somewhere. Okay, just saying. I'm gonna take her out of the room. Hold on, I'll be back. What is going on? Hello. Yeah. Camera, get it together, okay? Because anyway, okay, so love this color. What I don't like about this lipstick, and I know you guys are, where's the knitting? Okay, like, okay, hold on, okay, like she's saying, well, the only thing I don't like about this lipstick, it's just like a little sticky, and it gets this weird, hold on, because I gets like this weird situation right where it ends into the mouth, but pretty much I love this color. Wish it was not sticky. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe you know how to not make it sticky, just let me know. Maybe I need to blot it. I don't know. Okay, so that's it. What else? We're ready to go? We're ready to go. We're gonna start, well, I was gonna do an update, but I kind of did with my hair. The only other update that I have nothing medical, not now, not yet, but I am moving, so that's why I decided to do this today. And although I think I already said this, but I will say it again, I already said that I was going to record, like come back in 2 weeks, and then I was just like, oh, I think it's been 2 weeks. No, it's been 3 weeks, okay? So I decided to do it today. I we are moving from this apartment. I think it's time for us to move. We are with our son. He graduated and he moved into Seattle. He was in Little Rock, moved to Seattle, and he's using my spare room. And you guys have asked me why I'm not doing vlogs or why I'm not doing a lot of stories on Instagram and stuff like that. It's just because he hates the camera, and he is using my spare room, which is pretty much my sewing room where everything is. So I don't have any space to craft anymore, and I want to respect his space as well. I don't want to upset him. I did that already a couple of years ago, and I don't want to do it again. And you guys are like, where's she at? Okay. I'm gonna make this story, okay? Because number one, it's already on the web, because I already had a blog that I had to close up, because he said that he was gonna move out, pretty much that he was going to like get out of the house, if I didn't stop just making stories of our household. So I stopped doing the blog, because my daughter can say whatever, but if Francisco said, he's not kidding around, okay? But the story that got him so mad was one time that I got, and we're gonna do story time, okay? I found this Jergen Natural Glow cream. It came out, I think it was like 2010, 2011. Friend of Stella came in. She was white, right, like transparent pretty much, and one day she comes in and she had this beautiful glow, and I was just like, wow, like, do you did like a spray tan, or you've been sunbathing, whatever? And this little kid who was like 11 told me about this lotion. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna get it, because I don't like to sunbathe, I don't like the spray tanning. Also, it just stinks and just damage all your sheets and everything. So I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get hit. So this lotion, if you don't know which one it is, you put it on every single day, and with the use, like everyday use, you will start to get a natural glow, kind of like tan, and it's progressive. So you just do it every single day, and it's part of like your moisturizing routine. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna buy it. So I went and bought a bottle, and I couldn't find it. I was like asking Stella where it was, and she said that she had never seen it, she had not touched it, it's not in her room. I'm like checking her room, I'm telling her that she stole it from me. It was being all dramatic. It was like days and days and days and days, and trying to find this lotion, and there is no way I can find this lotion. There is nowhere everywhere in my house, okay? I search everything. I even asked my daughter's friends if they have seen it, okay? So I'm like, do you bitches have stolen it from my house? Okay, somebody took it from my house, because I bought it. It was here in the countertop, okay? So I forgot about the cream. I was like, okay, whatever, it was not meant to be. I forgot about it. I was just, I'm not gonna even buy it again, because I don't know, whatever. I totally forgot it. Months passed by, and I am doing laundry for my son, and I went to put his laundry away, and I found a little lotion. So if your brain have not been running, not yet, you can imagine what he knows this lotion for, okay? It was like, it was something. And he was what? He was like 17, 16 by now, I don't know. He was like so I was like, great. Francisco is using this lotion, and I don't see any like elbows being very moisturized. I was like, okay, I'm not seeing anything moisturized I can visibly see. So I will let you run your imagination, but I was like, okay, like you cannot get another lotion, you need to take the tanning lotion. So dinner comes in, and I got up the dinner, table, and I went to get the cream, but I was like hiding it from him, and I put it on the dining table, and I asked Francisco if he recognized this lotion, and he was just like you can tell he was like, oh god, I got busted, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't care, you know what I mean? Which is like, okay, whatever. So I started laughing, and even my husband was like quietly laughing, because you can tell that the lotion said, you know, like whatever. So I asked him if the lotion works, right? Like if something happened, something changed, and he was mortified. But now he got up into his room, all drama queen, you know, like, oh my god, because he was embarrassed, right? And we were laughing, like crying, laughing. Even Stella was like laughing. You don't know what she was laughing at, but she was like, oh my god, this is so funny. So I wrote a blog post about that, and people were dying. Like all my family was like dying. My friends were like, this is not possible. I'm like, it happened, okay? Just saying, it happened. So my son read it, and he was so pissed. He was like, if you don't take this down, this whole thing blog post down, I'm leaving the house. And I had to that was my 2 years of as a blogger. They were gone. So yes, so that's why he hates me blogging and showing anything anywhere, because he's so private. But that was just like a little story for you guys, if you're still here. If you're still here, let's talk about something today, guys. Anyway, but before we started, I'm moving. So we found a house that we're going to rent. It has a bunch of rooms and some yard. So everybody's gonna have their space. Curtis is gonna have a tiny closet. I'm gonna shove him in there, close the door, lost the key, you know, like lose the key, whatever. And I'm gonna have my own crafting place. So I am so excited. So today I started the process of started packing. I packed the entrance. We have like a big closet, and I had there all my towel sheets, extra yarn, stuff like that. So I packed all that, and all the cookbooks, everything is packed in the front. So tomorrow I am gonna pack my knitting and my sewing. So I started some projects yesterday. You're gonna see a little itty bitty of it, because I wanted to have projects that I can take away with me, and they're like, you know, in different stages, just in case I'm like a little bit bored, you know, because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to unpack. We're gonna move this next weekend. We're gonna start the moving process, and we're not gonna move until the next weekend, because we have until October 31st to leave this place. So we have some time to do the move, you know, kind of like really slow and seamless, and not stress out at all. So I'm gonna have like 2 weeks that I'm not gonna see my stuff. So yes. So I'm gonna talk about sewing plans and my plans for my makes for the winter fall. We're gonna revisit some stuff. I'm gonna see my phone. I'm gonna be on my phone a little bit, because I want to just kind of like refresh my mind with stuff that I have been writing down. And I also have my trusty notebook here. So we're going to talk about that after I talk knitting. I have 2 things that I've been working sewing wise. So it's been like 30 minutes. Let's start, okay? Okay, so it is what it is. Let's start with knitting. I have one FO, and it's the Rain and Shine from Chiaki Hayashi. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. But the last time we talked, I was pretty much here. This is the back. And yes, I have not weaved the ends. I was before, I think it was before you separate for the sleeves. I think, was it? I don't know if I already separated for the sleeves or the sleeves were attached, but you're right there. Last time we talked, hold on. Yeah, I think just separated for the sleeves. Love, love, love this sweater. It's done. It was done on US size 5 needles. I use Sew from Juniper Moon. I have the ball band here. Hold on. You see? I try to be organized. I try my best. It was right here. Come on! Where are you? Okay, we're gonna talk about this thing. Oh! It's right here. Okay, so I use Juniper Moon in the Sew. And this is the ball band. This, I think if I do this, hold on. Okay, there you go. I use color. Color, I cannot read this, okay? Color, I cannot read this. This is 60% cotton and 40% linen. This was in the color Taro, or Taro, color 4, and it's a 100-gram ball. I was so excited to use linen. I was just like, I don't know what people bitching about. Like, linen and cotton is so easy to knit. Yeah. After you go back to wool, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it was a lot. I couldn't go as fast as I wanted it. Love it though. Love the sleeves. I love that you go and you make the sleeves. The sleeves are kimono kind of sleeves. They are oversized. I didn't gauge swatch, so it's a little bit bigger than I intended it to be, and I don't mind it at all. I did the crop version, and I think it was the smallest size, so I so the gauge will depend on the yarn that you're gonna use. She will give you like pointers, like if you're gonna use wool, use whatever, and that's all on the pattern. This is a pay pattern. I'm not saying that, we have not said it. Okay, just remember. But I love it. I have not worn it because I put it on, and I did this, and you can see all the way till my like love handles. Okay, and my love handles is wet this time. You can get a whole family on them, hold on them. So I was like, okay, I need a cami, so I need to find a cami for it, but love it. You separate for the sleeves, and then you decide which length you want to do. I decided to do the crop, so you do X amount of rows, and then you divide your hem. You have a split hem, and you go into the back, and you go again back to knit all the rounds, which is pretty much do that garter stitch. And I was like not loving it on the sleeve for a second, and I was just like, this is so smart because I don't have to purl, right? So the same for here. You knit a bunch of rows, and there were like 40 rows. It's like a big band for the back, and then you go ahead and you get into the front and you do the same thing. I had very little yarn, and I don't think I have the yarn anywhere here. Hold on, let me check. No, I don't have it. I don't know what it is. Just saying. Like, I probably threw it away. So I thought I was not gonna have enough to do the front, so no, hold on. I didn't have enough to the front. Oh, I didn't have enough for the neck, so I did the back, and then I did the front, and I had to do like half of the stitches that from the back. You have X amount in the back, and then you have half of the amount in the front. That makes sense. Okay. So I was not able. I have like 2 that I did less than it was supposed to, because I was really worried that it was not going to happen enough for the neck. So then after that, you pick up for the neck, and then you do, I think it was just like a couple of rows, and it was kind of like 1 row of knits, and then a purl, knit and purl. So I thought it was going to be like super big kind of neck. No, it was not. So I had like this amount of yarn, and I was like, okay, because I'm not gonna go and buy a whole skein just for a couple of rows. So, but besides, I had enough for both. But yeah, that is my sweater, and I love it. I need to block it and wash in a block, and I think I'm gonna do this after I move, okay? Because I don't have time for this right now. I need to be seamless with my move, and yeah. So that's my only FO, and let's talk about whips. So I have not shown this beauty in a long time because like I said, I used to have this sweater on my car as my appointment project. I usually have a project lingering on my car that if I waiting and I forgot my knitting, which is probably sometimes all the time, I have something that I can reach and just wait, right? I usually trouble with my knitting, but there's always this freaking time that I forgot my freaking sweater or whatever, my knit, and I need to wait like forever. So I always have one in my car. Right now I have none because I took it from my car and decided to work on it. So this is the Materia Girl by Shaina Velo. If I mispronounce your name, I'm so sorry. And I am using US size 4 needles for this sweater. I didn't gauge swatch, like you know, and I am using Chelsea Luxe. I think it's the Soleil base in the color Lavender Latte. We have seen, or you guys have seen this before. Love this yarn, and I think I have one more extra because I don't think I have used one or two already, because I am almost to the end and about to change skeins. So last time I talked to you guys, I was where this stitch marker is, and I have not used a stitch marker. I just knew where it was because I changed tension and it was so evident that I was like, okay, like this. I am knitting a little bit tighter these days for some reason. So I was before separation of the sleeves, and right now I don't know if I'm going to have to block this aggressively, but at the same time I think it's gonna be okay. You know, it's super wash, so it's like a Shia pant. It's always like gross. Okay, you're like, okay, you were small and now like what's happening is dark large. So it's gonna be okay. I don't know if I'm gonna do long sleeve or short sleeve. The pattern is written in short sleeves, so if I want to change it to long sleeve, I don't think it's gonna be that difficult. And very simple, like I said, very friendly beginner. I love the yarn. I can't get enough. And let me just move this. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but there's like flecks of, why is it so dark? Okay, like what is, okay, so there's like a little bit flecks of everything amazing, and it looks so dark on camera, but it's not as dark as it looks. But can you see all the flecks of color? And then you have a pop of like a really deep purple or blue. There's somewhere here. I have sometimes like a little like of a magenta. It's really pretty. I'm not a fan of purple. We have talked about this a lot, many times, many times in this podcast, but this one I made an exception. It's so beautiful and I love it. So a little bit of progress. I am using this as my was watching Emily in Paris, and while I was knitting this, and I loved that show. It was really cute, very girly. So it's from the Darren Star, which he directed or made produce Sex and the City. So if it's Sex and the City, something attached to it, I will watch it. But yeah, she was really, I was like, okay, this is not for kids. Okay, so let's talk about in today's episode of the bouquet sweater. Okay, this is like somebody, I don't remember what your name, but somebody last episode said that it was like a telenovela, like every episode, like we had like a little bit of update about the bouquet. You're not mistaken, okay? I am calling in this episode of the bouquet dilemma, drama. Okay, I have to say, this has been the sweater of my lifetime. Probably I will never, ever, I will tell you right now, I will never make this again, okay? It's not happening. I need a fucking break from Junko Okamoto. She is my favorite designer. My favorite design, but I cannot take her anymore, okay? Like, we're not talking anymore. We are sweater now, we're not talking at all right now. We are not in speaking terms, and I need a fucking break. I need to finish this. I need to finish this up. I need to push through. I need to, like, probably, I don't know, my liver hurts just thinking about it. But the hem is done. Okay, the hem is done. It's done. Last time we talked, we were like here. It's not where it's, I know. Okay, I have not moved that. But I finished the hem, the body of the sweater, and I started the sleeve. Okay guys, so I started with the sleeve I think 2 or 3 days ago. It's taking me longer than I want it to be. I wanted to go a little bit faster, but it's totally okay. I decided to skip the instructions and do my own thing. Tried it on and it's not working. It's too big. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip pretty much till I think it's until here, and I will just redo this part, because instead of following her instructions, will is decrease every 4 or 5 rows. I'm doing 10, so I wanted it to be not as narrow, given the fact that the body is not as wide as it's supposed to be. But the reality is that I think the sleeves they don't look good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and rip that and start those off. This is really bad, okay? Like, this is bad. Okay, so I decided that I was not going to follow the designer's instructions, right? I was going to play designer for a day, and I wanted to have a more forgiving sleeve. But before we get in there, let's do the basics, okay? I'm using US size 6 needles, Addis needles. I'm using Brooklyn Twill. Okay, you know what I mean. Like, you know, you know what you remember. Okay, we have talked about this like for 2 years. Okay, Brooklyn tweed in Shelter, which is the worsted weight, in the color Hayloft and the color Newsprint. Okay, you don't know about now. Like, you're like, okay, here we go, and you're like telling what you're like saying it at the same time and say it, okay? Because I've been talking about this forever. Just saying. Okay, so back to the sleeves. So I decided that I was going to be a designer for the day, and oh my god, the battery, seriously. Okay, hold on, we have to go to commercial breaks. Before we keep on going talking about this different bouquet. Okay, just we're back. Guess who's back? He's getting groomed tomorrow. It's gonna be like your greatest day ever. She's gonna hate me forever because she hates that freaking groomer. We have not gone to the groomer in 2 years since we moved here. So we finally found somebody who has very good reviews, and we're gonna do grooming. So tomorrow you're gonna wipe your booty. Oh, Mama, that didn't sound right. Okay, so back. I'm sorry about that. Maybe if I knew how to like blur her. Oh well. Okay, so I decided to play designer and, change the sleeve. Why I did that? when I measure the sweater after finishing the hem, and I measured the sweater, and given the fact that it was really oversized, and mine is not oversized, so I was a little bit worried that it was going to be too tight on my sleeves, so I decided to make them bigger, and they were too big, so I had to rip a lot of the hem, a lot of the sleeve that I already been very, you know, ahead. And the thing is that with this yarn, like, this yarn is really pretty after you wash it. It's beautiful, it blooms beautifully, has such a beautiful, I don't know, texture, color, everything, bounce, everything. But knitting with it is not the easiest, right? Just has a little bit of more grip, and after, you know, you get used to superwash and how fast you can go with it, just like a little bit stiffer, a little bit of more, I don't know, a little bit more difficult to work with it. So I had to rip off all this advances that I had. You know, I was already almost done with the sleeve, and I was just like, we need to have like a moment. So that's pretty much what happened. And I have to go, and I was doing, instead of like, I don't know, remember it was like every 4 rows you decrease or something like that, and don't quote me on that, but I decided to do decreases every 10 rows. So that's why I was like, it's not working, so I needed definitely to follow her instructions. I hope they're not too tight, which I don't know. My knitting my tension have changed so much that right now I don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything anymore. But yeah, I guess before 2021 I am done with this thing. Like, I'm so excited. It looks so pretty on. When I put it on, it looked really nice. So I need to finish this up and then be done. And I'm not gonna make any more Junko Okamoto's patterns for a while. I need a freaking break. And yeah, it's been okay. It's been, I have trauma. Okay, I have trauma. I've been with this things. I've been knitting on this since March 2019. Okay, it's been more than a year. We need to be done. Yes. So that's it. Okay. Okay, so another one that I have not put it right or done any notes on is this is living in this beautiful bag from Sandy by the Lakeside, and I was going to jump into my plans for fall winter 2021. Okay, so I noticed I need more classic sweaters, and I have the Cozy Classic Light, but Jessie made a design. I'm gonna paint a picture and the name of it. I think that one is gonna be perfect. I have a bunch of like 3 skeins that I want to work on, and I bought this yarn from Chelsea Lux, and this is on the color, sorry about the crinkling. This is on the color Cider Donut, and I don't have kind of like a reddish burgundy, and it's blowing it out in proportion. It's not this color that you see on your screen, but I love, it's like a wine color, and I loved it. And I love that, you know, there's a little bit of variation, but it's very subtle, and I love her yarn. This is in the Lux 80-10-10, so it's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and then 10% nylon. And I bought this to make this Cozy Classic Light, or Anna from Nut Knitting introduced me to the childhood sweater by Anke Strick. I'm gonna put it here, down here. So either of those will be on my plans, and I think this color will definitely be something I will use a lot. And then it's more kind of like Christmassy holiday kind of color, so I definitely want to work on this soon. I also bought from her this bag, and I love it. I wanted it to have something small but still have the handles, because I use this a lot to like carry my stuff, but I don't have any handles. So when I make that, so I bought this one, and it's really cute. So those are two really basic sweaters that I'm going to try my best to make. And I say try my best because I usually be like, I'm gonna make all these plans, then something comes out and I'm like, ah, you know, we all do the same thing. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I know they came out with a new sweater, and I'm trying to find it. And I don't know. Hold on. Where is that thing? If they're just coming out with it. Let me check their let me check. Hold on. Okay, so they came out with this new design, and I don't think it's out. Oh yeah, it says it's now available on Ravelry. It's called the Classic, and is says everyone needs the perfect wear with anything sweater in their wardrobe, right? The Classic is a variation of a Paloma design which incorporates additional rows to raise the back neck amidst the ribbon down the outside of the sleeve, and features a slightly longer body and split hem. Like Paloma, this is a straightforward raglan style sweater with a boxy silhouette. So I love this one. She used Isagar yarn alpaca 2 with the silk mohair, and I love it. It's really pretty. I love that kind of like turtleneck kind of silhouette, but at the same time it's not like the piece of silver that I love a lot. But for me, that long ass turtleneck is not like, I don't want to do 10 inches of ribbing. Okay, it's a lot. Let's talk about my plans. Okay, for I talk about the Cozy Classic Light and the Childhood and the Classic by Espastico, and now I'm going to talk about another one that I'm going to, and I already started it, that is the Mosu by Espastico. So you see a lot of bishop peasant kind of sleeves in the runway now. We are moving away from balloon to a little bit more smaller, slimmer kind of sleeve, and then finish with a little cuff or sometimes like a bias, just a very thin finish on the cuff. And when I saw that Melissa from Espastico was doing this sweater, I was like, how the F she knows this on trend. But she nailed it, okay? Because you have this beautiful, really relaxed sweater, which is finished. The sleeves are finished in an I-cord. I love it. Love, 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 love. And what I love more about this sweater is that you make it with mohair, so you have that airy, kind of like transparent, kind of delicate, very feminine. And again, you see a lot of transparencies and see-through stuff on the runway, and I was like, hello, 2 strands of mohair. So the queen of mohair sent me a message and said that she wanted me to have something beautiful and try this new weight of yarn they have introduced. They have their own label. They Espastico, if you don't know, there are this beautiful store in Canada, and they have a bunch of brands of yarn, but they have started to introduce their own different weight of yarns. I think they have a linen thing, and they have you go ahead, they have their own line, their own brand, which is called Espastico. So they came out with silk mohair, and if you don't know, if you're living under a rock, Melissa is the queen of mohair. Pretty much the why you are knitting with 2 strands of like yarn, one being wool and one being mohair, is pretty much because of her, because she put mohair on everything, okay, on her bralette, everywhere. So when she came out with a mohair, I was like so intrigued. She sent me so generously couple of she sent me 4 of this new colorway, which is 50 gram silk mohair. It's 72% mohair and then 28% silk. It's 50 grams and it's 459 yards, and this is in the color Opera, and it's just beautiful. So you have more kind of like a little bit deeper blush. I love, and I will probably put a picture here, all the colorways that they came out with. You know, there's a lot of indie dyers who are doing beautiful mohair, speckles, crazy you know, colorways, but I love that they came in with something very kind of they can go with everything. It's just not spotted, it's just beautiful colors, and you can add this to every single project that you want to add mohair to. And I really love how this looks. Skein 2, or cake 2, and here you can see, come on, it's always asked, there you go, always grabs something. Okay, bear with me. Why my camera, get it together. There you go. So you see you have all that kind of like beigey mohair, and then you see the color. So you have like a tonal there, very beautiful, and perfect, like I said, to add to every single you know, project that you want to add mohair, or calls for mohair, and you want something kind of like toned down. Love the colors, and I was like, okay, I love that color so much. So because I'm moving, I wanted to have my a project that I can work on while all my things are going to be packed up. And yesterday I began the cast on. Pretty much I did like, I think like 10 minutes of it, and I am pretty much like on road to it. I'm on road to it. You cast on, you do 1 row of knits, and then you go into short rows. I started the short rows. Okay, I'm like in row 2. Row 3. So I love it. Right now, you guys know I love this color. It goes with everything. It's so feminine, and I love also that because it's 2 strands of mohair held together, you still have the warmth, and you have that kind of like halo-y, transparent kind of tulle or organza kind of feel to it, kind of like very luxurious. So I started my sweater. I'm making it on a US size 8 needles, and I am using the Espastico Halo in the color Opera, and I didn't get switch. Okay, who has time for that? Nobody. Anyway, so that is my new cast on, and then I'm going to talk about some other patterns that I'm going to do. Okay, so I have seen on the runway and trends everywhere that granny kind of cardigans are very in, and that big buttons, short crop, chunky weight cardigans and sweaters are super in as of a layering piece that you can use with high-waisted jeans, or you can use it over a dress and you know, opened. And one of you guys last time I talked and I podcasted said that the I'll put the name here, cardigan by Kate Davis Designs was something that I needed to do. And when I saw it, I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna make this, because it's boxy, it's crop, and it's a cardigan. So definitely I'm gonna make that one next. And then also I need to find the yarn for that. But I also have in my plans the Ursa sweater, which is a beautiful sweater. I forgot the designer, I didn't write it down, but I totally believe this will be beautiful on my wardrobe. And I wanted to do it on the yarn that I bought to make a sweater a long time ago. I don't remember the sweater either, but it was from a pom-pom magazine. I started it and I was just like, I don't like it. I didn't like it because it was like back and forth, like pull and knit and purl, and it was made in pieces, and then you attach it. And I was just like, I wanted to make it you know, in the round, and I didn't know how to do it, so I just totally frog it, and I need to use that yarn. So I think I'm gonna use it for the Ursa, and then I'm gonna want to get like a black or something really deep gray to do the cardigan. So these are my things. I don't know which one I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make both the Ursa or the Corbeth, or I'm gonna make just one. But also I noticed that there's a lot of vests, v-neck vests, and although I wanted to do something like that, I don't think I'm gonna have time for that. So I have many projects. But if you are looking, or you're thinking that a vest will be great, go for it. There's great vest patterns out there. You can just search on Ravelry or whatever. I know some people don't want to like talk about Ravelry anymore. I use Ravelry, okay? Just saying. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'm human. Anyway, so also I saw a lot of lace. A lot of lace, and sweater wise a lot of yeah, lace. Lace work and eyelets, colors, all that. So last year I talked about this Suzanne sweater that I love, and also the With More sweater by Amy London. Maybe I cannot read, okay? Lorden. I'll write it on here. I love that sweater. It's a very beautiful sweater, and I have it in, I bought the pattern and I want to make it. I have the yarn for it, so I just need to start with it's a yoke. The yoke have all the lace work, and then you go into you know, finish the bodice, and it reminds me of that yoke, you know, kind of like very elaborated lace kind of situation. So it's on my plans. Also, the Celeste by Sari Norland, she came out with it I think a couple of months. I bought it. I bought the yarn and I bought everything, and I have not started it. I bought a hot pink yarn to make something else, and then I was just like, I'm gonna use this. I need one more skein, so I don't know if I should just go ahead and start and then get the skein, or what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Maybe I need to get something. I need to do in a color that you wouldn't see it. I want to do a black one. I am really intrigued. I want to make a black sweater, and maybe I do a classic, the classic or something like that. But I want to make a lace, intricate, beautiful sweater. So those are the two that I have already on my queue, and the patterns are bought, and the yarn is there. So I just need to start. And also, Suzanne came out with a short sleeve, kind of like, again, kind of like a little poofy, really nice cuff, very wearable sweater. And I have talked about this one as well, so I'm just like re-talking about it. The Lorison sweater by Lily Kate Franz. I love this sweater. I know Jackie by the Caddy Jacks podcast made it in a navy blue with speckles, and then I loved it. It's on my queue. I want it. So she sent me her extra yarn, and she sent me 2, which was she had left from her maids, and I needed 3 more, so I went ahead and just got it because I couldn't find it. I don't know what I was doing, so I have now enough to start that sweater, and I'm gonna make it, and we're gonna twin because I love this navy blue, and I don't have anything in navy blue. I love navy blue. It's my favorite color, and although I know that favorite color is like just very kind of like when you're a little kid, like you have a favorite color, but I love navy, and I don't have anything navy. I love this yarn. This is a limited edition. They came out with the hot pink for breast cancer awareness month, and I was like, oh, I wanted that one, but you know, it is what it is. I think definitely this will be used way more than the hot pink. But this is the Cocon blue in the orange weight. Come on, come on. You see, I have autofocus. Oh, autofocus is supposed to focus on its own. No, it doesn't want to do it. So this is in the color dye blue, and I think this is what she sent me. There's a little variation. This one is a little bit darker than this one, but it's gonna be okay. Oh, if not, I'm gonna like have it. You know, I will dye it. No, I'm not. So those are my plans for my knitting. I've been talking, okay? I have not started with sewing. Just saying. And my butt is killing me. Ooh. Okay, so if you don't want to hear me talk about sewing, then definitely this is the time for you to sign out. And I'll see you on the next one. If not, just keep on watching. I think my makeup just like is melting. You can see all this. I should have, like, I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. Okay, so let's talk about sewing. I have not finished anything that I remember. I don't think I have finished anything. No, I have been very slacking on the sewing because my son doesn't let me just sew. Like right now he left and it's almost 5, so at this time I don't want to even like sew. It's like too late. So whenever I have my space, I will go back to it. I have so many things that I have caught, and I'm going to talk about them. But before, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the things that I have made. So I saw this fabric. It's kind of like a Chanel tweedy coat weight fabric at Joann's, and I was like, you're coming up with me. So I bought a yard and a half. It was $29.99 if I'm not mistaken. It was 40% or 50% off, something like that, and I got it for super cheap. Then also I went to get some flannel, and I bought, I think it was like 2 yards of this, and then there was like a Rembrandt, which it was like 17 inches or something like that, and the late, or 30 inches, I don't know, it was like something ridiculous amount, which is not like, you know, like you always have like 1/4 of an inch or 1/4 of a yard, and then that's what they will give you, if they will give you something. But this lady was like giving me a lot of things for free. So she gifted me, I bought 2 yards, and then she gave me, I think it was 30 inches of it, and I got this flannel, and I put them together, and I was just like, wow, this is perfection. So I decided to make the Wixen Haori jacket again, and I cannot be any more pleased with it. I decided not to add the really nice neck, just because I thought it was super chunky kind of coat, and it was like too much. I'm not gonna put it on because it's not done. I'm still working on it. Like you can see, I am hand attaching the front with the back, and I'm just doing a very simple stitch there. It has the big pockets. Again, it's lined up with the beautiful flannel, and I think it's just like the most beautiful thing. I have wore it. Let me put it on and see if it has a bunch of pins in them. Hope I don't get stab. I have the pins and the needle in there. But I think by itself, without the thing, I think it's gonna be perfect. I don't think it needs it. I put it on and I took it off. I was like, I don't think this is for me. Definitely it's not gonna be as it's not gonna cover me like it will, you know, like, because of course the neck will it's really wide. But I think it's totally gonna be okay. I want to use it like this, and I wish I made this a little bit wider. I think it needed like a little bit wider, maybe shorter. But right now, and then again, I have not attached the lining to the outer layer. But right now you see it's a little bit bulky, a little bit too much, imagine with that big neck. So I decided just to take it off, and it looks really Chanel, kind of like you. Which I'm gonna use this with shorts, okay? Like, let's be honest. But I love it. I think it's gonna be a great addition to my wardrobe, and at the same time it's just gonna be very tense. It's really warm. Like, I think the flannel makes it warm, and also the outer fabric, so it's really nice. I really love this one. So almost there. I need to probably just take my time, and then also I don't have an ironing board. I need to get a new one. Shit. Okay. I need to get a new one, so whenever I get it, I will, you know, it will flatten a little bit more. But because it's flannel and because it's that acrylic outing, I don't want to go ham on it, because you guys know, yeah, you can melt it. Okay, let's talk about this. And I complained a bitch about it yesterday on my Instagram because I messed it up. But this is the Simplicity 8874, and I'm using this view, and you're gonna be like, well, that's ugly. I don't think it's ugly. I think it's just like the use of the print doesn't help the picture at all, because you cannot see any of the details. That makes sense. So I bought this one because I love this pattern a lot. And you can use, hold on, you can use, let me see, you can use crepe, ponte knits, stretch woovens, and whatever. You can use knits with this, but this one has a zipper, and you guys know me and zippers and knit, we don't mix at all. Oh my god, I'm super shiny. I'm sorry, but I'm just like dying. I wonder why my little anyway, before I go, I got this book. It's called Girl Serpent Thorn, and I have not finished it up, but I really love this book. It's by Melissa Bashardost, and I love it because I cannot give it any spoilers, but it's kind of like a different, I always read kind of like, I don't know, like girls who fall in love and whatever, she has a curse, and she cannot touch anybody, they will die, right? So how her life has been, and you know, the people around her, how scary she, you know, she knows she can be lethal, but at the same time she's very gentle, and I love every scenery and how, you know, it's really cute. So it's not the most intelligent thing in the world, but really nice read, and I love it so much. This was from a book club from September. I have not finished it. I bought the one from October. I've not even started that one, and it is what it is. My best friend is calling, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.